What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. This has been a topic for a while amongst Nintendo fans. Well, what the heck? Every topic has been something amongst Nintendo fans, but this one specifically, if considering the last Direct we watched, I kind of just grew on it now. I think I was a little too harsh on it, but come on, man, you serious? Okay, yeah. People have been speculating if this is the final year for the Nintendo Switch. In my opinion, no, it's not. There has been a lot of discussion that we might be near the end of the Switch's life. We could be drawing near that for sure, but there has been a lot of discussion if we're halfway through the Switch's life, which was posted, I don't know, like 2-3 years ago, something like that. I forgot when that was posted, but around that time, but we were basically halfway through the Switch's life. This is the 7th year in the Switch's life. I think I counted that correctly. Yeah, I did. So, it really just depends. We can't be here forever, obviously, so we're gonna have to ditch the Switch eventually. Now, now here's a real question. If there was a new console this year, when would it be announced? Well, as we learned, some people say by a pattern, we get a console of some sorts every 2 years. 2017, we got the Switch. Well, okay, 2016 was the announcement of the Switch and release. 2019, we got the Switch Mini. 2019 was Switch Mini, and then 2021 we got the Switch OLED. So maybe this year we'll get either an upgraded Switch. Some people say an upgraded Switch might be happening, but I feel like we would have had like a Switch Pro or something, but we would have had one by now, honestly. And I don't know. Would it be another Wii U situation where parents are not going to understand the point of it? Like you know, parents wouldn't understand the point of a Wii U. I don't know. I'm not really into this. I'm not a $1 million company, so I don't know what can happen, honestly. But as for anything brand new, I really don't know what to expect, to be honest, because I don't know what they can go from here. I'm pretty sure Nintendo can come up with any ideas, honestly, for sure, with the Switch. By, you know, make it a hybrid console, of course. I think the whole hybrid thing should definitely still be a thing, honestly, taking your Switch whenever, or I guess console, whatever, take it with you wherever you go. But, you know, I just love the whole concept of I don't really do it too much anymore for some reason, because I haven't went on vacation in a while, but, I definitely feel like something like that should be there for sure, if people like to take their Switch, since some people like to take their Switch on the go and stuff, so yeah, I definitely feel like something like that should be there, and, something like that. Now, this is coming from the recent Direct that there weren't really, aside from Pikmin 4 and DLC for other games, we really don't have, like, anything for the second half of Nintendo's 2023. So, there's two things that can happen, obviously. They're not ready to announce these games yet. Nintendo has a habit of holding on to games. Like, some people are still rooting for a new mainline Mario, whether if it's 2D or 3D, a brand new Donkey Kong game, and any other franchise I could be listing. Hold up. Any other franchises that could be happening, obviously, but we don't know if they're coming or not. It really depends, honestly, and we got Metroid Prime. So maybe we'll be getting, either this year, we're probably going to get a decent amount of ports. At this point, I'm just going to take Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Switch if a new Donkey Kong game can't happen on the Switch. Which, oh, excuse me. In my opinion, while a DK Switch title would probably hurt for some fans, including myself, I would prefer Donkey Kong to be to launch on pretty early in the next console, honestly. Because DK titles tend to release near the end of a console, at the end of a console's lifespan. So, I don't know if I prefer that, because I'd be just rooting for a new Donkey Kong next system. I'd be waiting for another whole decade, because it's been almost 9 years now. It's been 9 years now since the last Donkey Kong game, and I'd be doing it again. So, yeah, I don't know. I just prefer DK to be on the next system, but if DK launches near the end of the console's lifespan, then sure, I guess. It just depends, honestly, if it exists, and same with Mario, of course. If a mainline Mario game does not get announced by next, I don't know. Anything can happen, honestly. I still think games for 2024, Switch games for 2024 can still happen, but I think around that time we'll finally hear information on our next console, for sure. I mean, why wouldn't we, honestly? So, either late 2023 or sometime in 2024, we'll hear our next console. And when the Switch will actually stop getting games, that's a bit debatable. 3DS got support for over a decade. Same with other consoles, but some like the Wii U only got support for like 5-6 years. So I don't know. Anything can happen. I'm not a $1 million company, so I don't know what can happen, honestly. I'm not into this stuff at all, but I feel like at this point, since there's been a lot of discussions and knowing that I've been hearing a lot of... Another thing I've been hearing is no heavy hitters after Zelda Tears of Kingdom, which heavy hitters is a subjective topic, because do you count only Mario and Zelda? Do you also count Donkey Kong, Pikmin, and Metroid? It's all subjective in my opinion. But I feel like the whole no heavy hitters as Zelda is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. We can still get big titles. I feel like we can still get big titles later this year. Maybe. Or we can probably still... Or maybe they'll just be saved for the next console. It really just depends when the next console happens, honestly. So... I don't know. I'm not really into this. This is just basically my best guess in my opinion. But I feel like around the second half of 2023, we'll likely get our answer to that, especially if... I'm pretty sure, even if E3 is dead, we're gonna get a Direct in June for sure. So, we'll probably get information about that and stuff, so... And there's still DLC for games coming, though, like Mario Kart, Mario Rabbids, and Splatoon 3, so... Anyone who's saying this is the last year for Switch has gotta be ridiculous, honestly, because we're still getting... Splatoon 3 is still getting DLC next year, so... Definitely not gonna... Switch is still gonna be getting support next year, so... It just really... I don't know. It depends on timing, obviously, so... Yeah, but let's hope the next console is pretty solid, obviously, and if I don't get a new Donkey Kong game on the Switch, then... I've had a good run, I guess. I would prefer DK to be on the new console at launch, anyway, so... That won't disappoint me if that's the case, so... Yeah, on new hardware and stuff. And also, I've been hearing discussion about the Switch's lagging in some games. I barely notice this sometimes. I feel like this happened because of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I believe that's what the game is. I honestly didn't buy the Pokemon game, but I feel like I've heard it because of that game. It's definitely not a Switch problem. This is probably just higher-ups at the Pokemon Company, because games like Luigi's Mansion 3, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, and Kingdom Battle still run pretty well, and Breath of the Wild, still games run pretty well on the Switch, and some big third parties too, so I feel like I definitely can understand wanting another Switch and stuff, and I'm not desperate for like insane graphics or anything like that, you know, I'm not into like, oh my god, Mario's real, that type of reaction, you know, but still. Alright, I think that's it for this topic I'm gonna talk about. Really depending on the rest of 2023 at this point. We're probably getting near the end, guys, but let's hope if Donkey Kong doesn't happen on the Switch, I've had a good run. Let's hope it happens on the next console, but I'm not losing hope. DK is still getting big support in the Mario movie, and could get some info about his theme park for next year. Maybe I'll make a video on that, but maybe not now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. When do you think we'll hear about our next console? And do you think this is the final year for Switch? You guys better be saying no. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time for more. Later, folks. Okay, Nintendo, but 9 years. Just give me a new Donkey Kong Ray for the love of God.